Hi guys, so I'm here to do a video on just a little issue that my son had that I'm pretty sure a lot of other mothers experience this in their children. But the topic or the video that I want to talk about today, the topic on this video will be cradle cap. So my son never showed any signs of cradle cap until maybe about 3 months. And I'm just calling it cradle cap because that's the closest thing to it. It was very similar to cradle cap, but not really. It was just that his scalp was really, really dry, really flaky. And he didn't, in the beginning, it seemed like it didn't bother him. But I noticed that when I would give him a bath and wash his hair and shampoo, I would see these dry patches. Like I never really saw them until he was around 3 months, and then I was like, what is that? And I would typically, when I first saw it, it was when I was washing his hair. So I would wash his hair, and then it's like they would get really, really dry. Like you could really see them once I washed his hair, and it would be real white in certain spots. And it was really strange because he only had it from maybe the top of the ear up. He didn't have it in the back of his head, just maybe this part and forward, and it would be real bad in this area and then maybe along here, but it was normally in the top of the scalp and the front of his head. So I never really brought it up to the doctor because it would be like sporadic, and plus the doctor that we had I really just didn't care for. So I just kind of took matters into my own hands and did some research, and I saw cradle cap, but I don't believe he had cradle cap. So I started kind of like taking my hands or like a brush and kind of like lightly brushing his scalp to get it to come up, and it would literally be like a whole layer of skin coming up off his scalp. It almost looked like dead skin. It wasn't like dandruff, it would just come off his head. And so I ended up trying different shampoos, and then maybe I thought it was like the leave-in conditioner I would put in his hair from time to time. So out of a lot of trial and error and things, and it started to get kind of bad around 4 months, about 4 to 5 months. It started to get even, I would start to see it more often. So what I have learned to do is that I wash his hair with the Johnson & Johnson Body All Over shampoo wash. It's the one in the yellow bottle. And I switched the shampoo to see if that was going to work, or body wash, but it didn't make a difference. So I wash it with that. And then I started to put natural oils in his hair. And for some reason sometimes, I don't know if it was the feeling or if it was doing something to his scalp, but sometimes he would cry or whatever. And now what I do is I will wash his hair, and I will wash it while it's wet, detangle it because he has really thick curly hair like his mother. And then after that I will take natural oil. I have grapeseed oil here. This is what I've been using lately. I will use grapeseed oil. I have used coconut oil, but the thing that I have learned that kills it is castor oil. And I will wash his hair. Sometimes I put leave-in conditioner in it, sometimes I don't. And then normally that night or maybe the next day, just depending, I will, while he sleep, I have a oil bottle like this. You can, if you watch my beauty channel, you've seen this little beat up bottle that I keep my oil mix in. And I will either mix all the oils together, or whatever oil I'm currently using on my hair, I will spray in his head like this, and then take my fingers and massage it into his scalp, and it's gone. And I think castor oil really does the trick. I mean, I've tried each oil and they kind of work, and then it kind of comes back every blue moon. But with castor oil, I mean, it was going for maybe about 3 weeks at least, and I didn't see a flake at anything. And then I can tell when it comes back, because then now that he's almost 7 months, he'll do this. He'll actually scratch at it, and I'll say, oh, your scalp is itching. Oh, let me look and see. And then I might see a flake or two here, and then I'll go ahead and wash his hair. Now, I generally only wash his hair 1 to 2 times a week because he is a baby, and I don't want to dry out his scalp. But in between there, sometimes I will take a little bit of oil just on my fingertips and just rub it in his problem areas. So yeah, I just made this video just to say if your child is having any scalp issues and you're trying different products and nothing is working, and you think your baby might have, you know, Cradle Cap, or you think they might have this or that, you're not sure, just try some natural oils. I mean, I would just go down the list: grapeseed oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, whatever you want to try, make a mixture, whatever. But the thing that I found that worked for him was castor oil. So I haven't looked up castor oil and dry scalp, or castor oil and Cradle Cap, or anything, like, you know, the association between the two. But I would suggest first you try castor oil because it was successful for myself and with my son. So I would say if your baby is having any scalp issues, or like dry scalp or itchy scalp or anything like that, I would say try castor oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, and just go down the list. And then what you also want to understand is when you use these oils, you don't want to do it every single day or even really every other day. You know, you want to give your child's scalp a time to breathe, soak up the oil. So I do it maybe once a week. Normally the day after I give him a bath that following morning, or maybe that night. So it just depends on my mood, or, you know, his mood, or what he's doing. But generally I try to do it when he's asleep or going to sleep, because it's going to be hard for you to get into. I know with me, because his hair is so thick and curly, I actually have to take my fingers and get down on his scalp. So yeah, I hope you all found this video helpful. I don't know if any of you have had any other issues with your child's scalp or Cradle Cap, but I never brought it up to the doctor because, you know, he never really seemed like it was that big of a deal. So yeah, maybe when we start going to our new pediatrician, maybe I might bring it up, but it doesn't seem like an issue anymore. So yeah, I hope this helps someone out there. Please leave a comment if you've experienced anything like this, if castor oil or any of the other oils that I named have worked for your scalp or your child's scalp. It really doesn't make a difference. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment, hit the like button, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.